which was optimistic.
Yes.
So I think going forward on a Wednesday, our shows will always just be a little bit later.
Probably about 1:45.
Still optimistic. 11.
Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah.
11:45. Anyway, there will be a little bit later.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you were saying you had Celia Tokes on.
We had Celia Tokes on. She is hilarious, brilliant content creator. We spoke about so many different things, which I didn't know, but ADHD can take on another strain in perimenopause.
Oh.
And talking to her, I'm gonna go and speak to the doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. It was really, really good.
Cool.
Oh, thank you, Lara. She says, Nana, you look lovely tonight. Thank you.
Lil Rock says, wow, Nana, you're looking fabulous. Where is Uncle taking you after this live? Where, Lil Rock, if you want to put the donation, if you want to do the donation, then I will take her somewhere. You know, so yeah. KW, I missed the first half hour and the last 3 minutes of tonight's episode, so I'm finding out things with you.
Okay.
Nana. All right, listen.
Yes, that's what I was gonna. I was throwing Will Smith under the bus because in our aunties group, he tagged me in something, and I don't know what he tagged me in. I've not even been on Insta, so I know nothing. I've been purposefully avoiding all content. Okay, let's go.
Let's jump in. All right, so we start the episode, the usual montage. Harry wakes up in bed with Rio saying that he's had a great night. Obviously, we know what he's hinting at. Dejon comes into the room. Dejon comes in talking about, I went to bed having a dream and I woke up in a nightmare. And everyone's like, oh, Dejon, what's going on? Because the nightmare is that I'm still here without Meg.
So now he wants to be talking about Meg all the time.
Well,
okay.
Well,
all right.
Well, this is the thing. You notice how every morning in Casa he said something like that.
Yeah.
But then the very next scene, we see Dejon and Andrada. And he says to her, why are you looking at me like you want to kiss me?
What?
But what I'm saying is, Andrada, we said it from jump. Andrada's got this boy's number. She's like, I'm not a dickhead, bruv.
Yeah.
And so then even straight away, she's gone back to the girls and be like, imagine what this MF just said to me.
Right.
Like, he obviously thinks I'm a, do you know what I mean? So Dejon.
So she's totally got his number.
She's like, come on, bruv. So with Dejon, she plays the game.
Yeah.
But then she'll go away and she'll be like,
nah. I know what you're up to.
I know what you're on. I know what you're up to. All right. Now, the first surprise of the episode. Gio has a chat with Yaz.
Yeah.
He sits her down and he's like, you know, I'm always a guy that is true to my feelings. And I just want to say I'm not really feeling it. Man, cut it off.
What?
Man, cut it off.
So
Yaz took it on the chin. She took it like a trooper. She was like, thank you for just being
honest. But they were like lips in it.
I am confused because we haven't seen something. We haven't seen a lot because it doesn't add up. It's not adding up.
Oh, KW, it's your birthday.
Oh, no. Wow.
Oh, thank you.
That's
but
amazing.
Also, when we finally meet you, we will have to treat you. But happy birthday. Happiest birthday. Yeah. I hope today was great and the sun was shining where you are.
Yeah.
And it was a phenomenal day.
So my thing is, I just think Giorgio has had enough.
And I
think he wants to bounce because it doesn't make sense. Because you know that if you don't go back with her, you know for certain, for sure, Yaz will be with somebody else. Yaz will, if she could be with the voiceover guy, she would be with the voiceover. Like anybody, a cameraman, she will be with them. So you know you're vulnerable, so you know you're probably gonna go. But for whatever reason,
understand.
For whatever reason, Giorgio was like, I'm bouncing. He was like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it.
This makes zero sense.
Yeah.
To go back to a friendship couple with Yasmin.
That's what I'm saying. The only thing is that you've had enough and you want to leave. It's suicide.
But you know, there was rumblings of Gio could win because he's just such a standard.
Sorry, I said Yaz, not Bilicus. Yes, he was coupled up with Bilicus, not Yaz. Apologies.
Who, Gio?
No.
When he with Yasmin?
No, he was with Yasmin. Bilicus wasn't.
No, he was with Bilicus. Remember?
No, yes, they were. Sorry,
Bilicus, yeah.
Yasmin was with
But they were, same difference.
Yeah.
They were in a friendship couple.
Yeah.
I
Either
really thought him and Yaz were getting on.
Yeah. I was so confused by it because literally not 24 hours ago, we were sitting here saying these guys might actually have a life outside of the villa.
Yeah.
And then, before
like,
we know it, we're here and he's saying to the guys, not really feeling it, Not really feeling it.
I mean, I guess if he's not feeling it, he may as well. Yeah.
As I said, he don't want to be there. So you by being this honest guy that you say you are, and I actually do believe him. Like you're just like, fair enough. Maybe this wasn't for me, and I respect it.
Yeah,
I respect it. So
wow.
Yeah, that was the first surprise of the evening. Then we cut back to the villa, and Meg and Emily literally saying a prayer, like, "Dear God, please make sure all of our boys come back to us."
Oh no!
And I'm just there, like thinking, Emily, you're gonna lose your faith in God in a minute. Because God is not answering this prayer.
Why didn't anybody just set her up for? You never know, Tommy. Though, like just.
No, because nobody in the villa believes that.
I know, but it's just the hope. Oh, this is sad. Oh well.
And so Cash, I like Cash.
He's still.
I like Cash.
Okay. Excellent.
So Cash pulls Tony. They're having a chat, and basically he's like, "Listen, I know I joke around and stuff. You do the banter and all of that, but I just need to let you know, I'm very serious. Like I know I can be unserious, but I'm very serious. Yeah,
I like him.
And he's like, I do like you. And she just is giddy at this point, and she's like,
because she's feeling the kid,
she's feeling the boy. She's feeling the boy. She says, you and Harrison are not the same at all. Like she said, like when it's you, I'm excited to talk to you. I didn't get that with this, and I didn't expect this like between us, and it feels scary, to be honest.
Lyrics.
Yeah. She's like it feels scary. Okay. And then she even drops a Helena line, and she was like, I feel like we have something undeniable. Which is Tony is funny. I give Tony that. She is funny. Yeah. Okay. And he's like, so what? You ready to be wifed off? And she's like, well, I know I like you. There's no denying that. And they have a little kiss. So it's a nice little,
So okay, I like it. I like it. It's going in the right direction. Okay, cool, lovely.
So then we get Ty and Shakira. So they're having a chat, and he's asking her how she slept. And then he tells her about the chat with Helena. And again, guys, chime in if I haven't quite caught this right. But basically, he kind of says to Shakira that, we had a chat, but I reckon she's still gonna try and chat to me. But he said he's not pulling her. He's not he's not trying to put her in no triangle situation. And he was saying that like when he talks to Helena, she kind of takes things out of proportion, sort of thing. And then basically he kind of and then he basically he blabbed to Shakira saying about Helena making a joke, saying like what was the joke Helena made? Helena made a joke about Shakira and her being in a race or something like that, sort of thing. So he tells that to her, sort of thing. But then also he's just like also very aware.
Oh, so he grasped when Helena basically was trying to throw Shakira under the bus, saying, I'm going to get to him first to kiss him. He's told Shakira, Helena told me about that.
Yeah.
I don't like this game that he's playing.
I'm not sure what he's on. Yeah, Sidra says, Ty is weird.
Yeah.
Lansdale said, Ty makes it like he shut it down, but he didn't. This is what I'm saying. Is like, he really sold it to Shakira, like, I shut that shit down. But I'm thinking back to when them two were talking, and I was like, I didn't really get that from you, bro. Like, So,
the only thing he can run on is we haven't seen him pull Helena.
Yeah, true.
That's it.
OMFG Google says Helena wants any threesome with Shakira.
At this point, she should pull Shakira for a chat.
Yeah.
Can we have a chat?
Well, Shakira pulled her later on, but we'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
So, all of a sudden, we get Martin and Bilicus again. Martin. So, they're sitting down, catching up how villa life is, blah, blah, blah. And she says that she is trying to live in the moment. And, obviously, he comes with the usual, so where's your head at? And she's like, I like you. I want to get to know you. I'm happy we're getting to know each other. And then Martin. It's the most awkward way of asking for a kiss. But he literally just asked for a kiss.
About to say, please, that he didn't ask.
Like in the same way, it was awkward when he asked to sleep in Meg's bed.
Oh God!
It was awkward when he asked her for a kiss, and so then even Bilicus's reply.
Didn't he sleep in Meg's bed?
Yeah.
So he's decided that.
But everybody knows, like, him sleeping in Meg's bed meant nothing.
I mean, it was a stupid punt.
I don't know why. Like, he needed to go 10 toes in on Bilicus. I don't know why he was entertaining any part of Meg.
He's scared. Well, I guess not too scared if he's going to ask for a kiss.
Well, yeah. So he was like, he goes something like, "Oh, is it all right to ask you for a kiss?" And she literally replied, "Well, yeah, no, you made it awkward now." But then he kind of leans in. She kind of feels guilty, and they end up kissing. It's all awkward.
Oh no, not a pity kiss.
It felt like a pity kiss.
Oh,
yeah.
What's worse, a pity kiss?
Yeah.
Or a swerve?
Nah, mate, a pity kiss.
Pity kiss is worse, isn't it?
Pity kiss.
Like, you may as well have just got the swerve and took it on the chin.
No, pity kiss, and I feel worthless.
Oh no. Yeah. So she kind of had to kiss him.
Swerve me, and it is what it is, innit? You don't like me.
Was it a quick kiss as well?
Yeah, it was like
pity. Oh no, this is terrible.
Yeah.
JL, no secrets. Martin is slow. Sipster said Martin embarrassed us. Oh no, not Alchemist said Martin is deaf slow, no question. I just think he's a nerd with a body. I don't think he's slow. I just think he's nerdy.
Martin.
He's just out.
Martin.
out of
Yeah. Lara says, "I felt."
Sorry, have you got your keys on you?
My keys.
Yeah. To open this. Sorry, guys. I just have not had a drink or anything. Ran here.
Neither have I. Better share that with me.
Okay. Thank you, son.
Yeah. So and then
you said Curly. I think he's going to say Curly Ann or Laura.
I was saying Lara. Lara says, Martin, I felt for him. He's got no riz, no personality, and he and Ryan should hang up and compare notes. Martin, man. It was a sad day in the office for mine. It was a sad day in the office for mine. Simpson says, I told you, man, he would embarrass us. And what did he do? Dirty kiss. Curly Ann says, don't know how Martin got on the show. It was like he was working on the show and got in the wrong queue and ended up in Love Island. Yeah.
I think it's purely because he has abs.
Yeah. Will Smith is like, nah, he's slow. He's slow. Judy B says, a nerd with a body. Alchemist says, Martin should not have been casted. Online says, Martin could be face and LMS on the low. What does that mean? Martin could be face and LMS on the low. I don't know what it means.
I don't know what it means either.
Lanzel says Martin needs to read the books, but he's reading. That would mean he's reading nothing. But yeah. So Martin fumbled that. Like Martin completely fumbled that. It was very sad.
Hey, sad.
Yeah. It's sad because it was like I really wanted Martin and Bilicus to happen, and I absolutely didn't want her to veer towards Boris, but.
I quite like the Bilicus and Boris.
I like it.
I think it's just because I want to continue saying Boris.
So Ben and Andrada, he brings her over a drink. She sits down and basically she's like, she says she's really comfy. You know, he's like, and then he it was probably the most intelligent display of emotional intelligence I've seen from Ben throughout the show.
All right,
where he just turns to her and he's like, I think you're waiting to go back into the villa with me and crack on with Dejon.
Oh, so he's clocked Dejon's plan.
Yeah. And so she's like, obviously denies it.
Yeah.
She's like, if I'm with you, I'm with you. If I'm on you, sort of thing. You know, and obviously she denies the whole thing, but I'm just like, watch this space, innit? He's called it. That is a setup for the storyline. Because
then he's gonna.
Yeah,
she is not just Dejon. I think she wants to get in there, and it's all right with Ben, but he ain't the one.
Yeah,
and I guess he knows that.
Yeah.
But also, I guess he's just saying to her, like, I know what your plan is.
Yeah.
Like, so
I see you.
I'm not a chief.
Yeah, I see you.
But I'll take you in anyway.
We'll go for the ride, innit?
Yeah,
we'll go for the ride.
At this moment, I'm able to lip you every night.
And also, if I don't, I'm going back to Shakira, who for sure will find somebody else.
And she hates me.
Yeah. So he doesn't actually have options. So it is what it is.
Hey, Sora.
Hey, Sora. So Bilicus and Boris, they go off for a chat. Boris is like, so did you miss me? And she's like, yes, she did. This was a tiny bit of Riz. Like, I think she said something about him being sun-kissed. And he went, I just want to be Billy kissed. I was like, fair play, my guy. I don't like you. I don't want you for Billy kiss, but I have to give ratings to that line and the delivery. Yeah. And so she kind of just tells him about the kiss with Martin.
Okay.
And he's like, oh, you know, and he asks her who she fancies more. And then basically she's just like, I feel like you will do me dirty. I feel like you're a bad boy, sort of thing. And he's like, oh, like, I don't know why body. Like, how are you saying you don't know how you're giving bad boy vibes with your shaved head and all your tattoos across your body? And like, I'm like, bro, you're giving nothing but bad boy. To be fair, on the yesterday's video, shout out to everybody that comments after the live as well.
Yes, so, replay gang.
Yeah, replay gang. Somebody was like, in reference to you saying how Boris with the shaved head is like that kind of
Beckham.
Yeah. And they were like, nah, it actually activates the complete opposite for me in terms of racist skinhead. And then when they said that, it really was like, I was like, oh my gosh, yeah. Like, for me growing up, Boris is like, yeah, if you ask me to draw a picture of like NF gang, I'm drawing Boris.
So in Essex, they had more of that cut because like for the NF in King's Cross and around Camden, they were skinheads. Like not a buzz fade.
No.
Skin heads with big DM boots. Yes, the tattoos and all of that. But yeah, his look to me is just way more Beckham-esque. I guess maybe that's very like it's very West London.
Yeah.
His look actually. So it doesn't give me NF vibes.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's that. So, you know, her last things to Boris is that I think you are a bad guy.
Like so she thinks he's an F boy.
Yeah.
I think he is. As I said, I think Boris has chopped a lot.
Yeah.
And will continue chopping.
Time will tell. Time will tell. So we go to Harry and Rio. You know, the usual chat. They're both in a good place. She said he's hard to read. She doesn't know where his head is at.
Because you're not looking at him. keep on looking off yonder. Like, but she's still looking off yonder.
Yes. You know, and he's like, to be fair, I've got a lot going on in my head. And she, you know, she's like, she doesn't think what she's getting from his is fake. What she is getting from him is fake. And at that point, I completely writ her off. I was like, you are as slow as mine. Because if you are going to sit there and say that you think this guy is kosher, no, you deserve everything that's coming to you. But
remember, everybody in the chat yesterday was just saying she's just trying to get into the main villa. Yeah. So she's going to say anything to him to just ride along.
Yeah, she was, because I don't believe anything she was saying. Like, she's there saying, like, we've got a genuine connection. He's like, you're lying.
Don't believe that for a second.
You know what I mean? Anyway, we bounce back to the main house and Shakira and Helena have a chat. And I think it was long overdue. And basically, it was just Shakira basically saying, fuck off, come out my business. I've had enough.
Go, Shakira.
I've had enough, yeah.
Tell the little witch.
So she tells her, look, I've had a conversation with Ty. He's told me about this thing of you saying we're playing games and we're in a race and this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, I stepped away from Harry because I don't want to be involved in any of this, yeah?
Yeah.
So allow it, sort of thing. And then Helena, because she's devoid of soul, of feeling. And so she just then kind of just snaps back to him and says like, yeah, anyway, I know I've got something good with Harry, but, you know, I thought Ty was fit.
So that's it.
That's why she went for him.
I just fancied pissing about on your territory, basically. Now she's a bully.
Yeah.
So you literally just wanted to cause this girl distress.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're an asshole. You're a bully. Yeah. I'm glad she actually just pulled her up on, because you see that thing with bullies, when you come and face them, they got nothing to say.
Nah.
What an asshole. Yeah. So now you're going to try and go back and chat with Harry, basically. So now you're like, actually, my man.
Yeah.
Okay. Little alley cat.
Yeah. Pure nonsense. But anyway, we move. The recoupling begins.
Okay.
Maya enters the villa. Can't lie. Listen, the dress.
Was it? Because they said she was entering in a sexy black lace number.
Like if Stormzy was watching tonight, he was regretting his decisions.
Oh, I mean, she's put on some things since they broke up.
Yeah.
Definitely that year when they broke up, every dress she put on was fire. I was literally like, that is okay. You fumbled again, bro. I don't know why he keeps on fumbling.
Like, just continual reminders. Like, he can't ever be a fan of Love Island, because you can't watch.
No, you don't watch that shit.
You can't watch this one. Like, you can't be a fan of anything she does, because you just can't watch that.
I mean, they tried whatever it is.
They did try. You know, yeah, but she was. Anyway, so they start. Before they get going, Meg says, "This is why I know this chick is absolutely delusional." She's like, she's had her test, so let's see what happens. Sorry, I missed that. When was your test?
What, with Martin?
I know we're not talking about that.
Martin was rizzless.
Like, what test, Meg? What test?
Oh, good.
But anyway, so the first person to stand up is Bilicus. She says that, she's been talking to 2 boys, but there is one boy that she has been gravitating towards. He makes her feel giddy.
Oh.
And the thing is, the moment she said he makes her feel giddy, because I was even still hopeful.
What, that she was going to pick Martin?
I just wanted to see it. I just wanted that.
But he's slow. So the chat is saying.
I just wanted to see it. Okay. So she's like, this boy makes her feel giddy. And obviously she picks Boris. And I'm just like, so you declared to the whole world, well, not the whole world, but you've declared to everybody watching that this boy, you think he's going to do you dirty. Yeah. But here you are picking him like, yeah, I pick you.
So because you really would prefer her to pick Martin.
Yeah. Do you know what? It is what it is. I would. But anyway, she made your bed. Now you have to lie in it.
Yeah, she went with Boris.
She went with Boris.
Yeah.
So then it's time to see what decisions Giorgio made, and Giorgio comes back alone. I think he's a dickhead, but I also respect it.
I can't believe he did that.
You know what? Let me take that back. I can't say he's a
Yaz was coming into the main, but I cannot believe it.
Yeah.
I even watched a couple of her videos today. Just getting used to. She couldn't half sing. Her band wasn't even that bad. They had a tune with Sweetie.
Who's Sweetie?
Sweetie.
Oh, okay. All right.
That one. Is that how you pronounce her name?
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame, man.
We ain't gonna be seeing none of Yaz. So he comes back and basically he's just like,
I would have thought.
He's like, I've got to be honest to myself. Bringing a girl back that I'm not really on wouldn't be right. And it cuts to Emily, and Emily seems really impressed by this. By like,
I can see him.
Yeah.
I can see Emily.
Yeah.
And him, and they can leave.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Gio is back, and he is single. So obviously he is vulnerable. Next up is Meg. And you know what's funny is when Meg stood up for like 0.5 of a second, I legit got butterflies, because there was just a thought that ran through me of like Dejon just doing a madness, like just maybe, or even her doing a madness, but it was as vanilla as before. She's like, obviously, and I want to stay with Dejon. Dejon comes back on his own. Everybody's happy. Everybody's cheering. And I've said it.
What a pile of crap.
I said it in all of the other episodes. So let me just make it official. From this point onwards, I am not piling on Dejon and Meg.
Don't worry, guys. I absolutely will. Every single day. I cannot stand them. So they are still together.
Yeah.
And he was shining all 32 teeth. Yeah,
of course.
And she was ecstatic. Like, I got my... And did he say my Meg?
Well, he didn't say that. But what he did say very quickly, he said he missed her loads. And then he told everybody how he's been sleeping on the daybed.
Oh, of course he did.
He was so... You know them ones where, like, it was almost like, hi, my name's Dejon. I've been sleeping on the daybed. It was like that.
What an arsehole.
It was like that. Yeah.
So he's going to have something to say to Meg when she says, one night I shared a bed with Slow Martin.
No, let's not do that. We're not calling him Slow Martin.
The chat are calling him Slow. I'm just reiterating what the chat's saying.
Anyway. Oh, dear. Yeah. So Shakira stands up. Obviously, she...
Hang on 1 second.
What?
Lenzel said, did you clock when Helena said, Dejon, you lying?
Yes. I was like, judge this man by your own standards.
That he was sleeping on the daybed.
Yeah, she could not even fathom. Imagine
but
being
remember,
that...
she was in there talking about, yeah, I do think he's been lying to you. After D is your best friend, no? Helena is a hater.
Yeah.
And all of her friends should be watching her like,
yeah.
Helena is probably a hater and a witch.
Yeah. Just nonsense. So next up, Shakira. And Maya's like, so Shakira, you're in a friendship couple. Shakira's like, if you can call it that. I was like, you really don't like this guy, like at all. So naturally, she picks Ty. And then obviously Ben comes back with Andrada. Cut to Dejon. Man's trying to do poker face. Yeah.
Like, I don't know who Andrada is.
I don't think I even noticed her in the villa. All right.
Oh God.
And so you know how Maya does when she's like asking probing question.
Yeah.
And Andrada's like hints at getting to know boys. So Maya's like, oh really? Who else? Who else? He's like, you know, I was getting to know Dejon. And then Meg is like, I fucking knew it. Just like. But then in fairness to Andrada, straight away she kind of, which I can only imagine is like a girls thing where she was like, nothing disrespectful, babe. Like, so kind of straight away kind of puts her at ease a little bit, which I'm like, I don't even know why you did that. Like, because actually I think you could say some of it was disrespectful.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Meg weren't saying an iota of the things that Dejon was saying. Yeah. So okay, but yeah, it is classy to just kind of disarm her because you know Meg will then try and come for you.
Yeah.
So
she shut that down.
Yeah.
Next up, Tony stands up. She was in a love triangle with Harrison and Hideaway Helena. And you know, obviously Tony is under no illusions that Harrison has been moving mad in the villa. She quite happily, with her chest, chooses Cash. Cash says he's over the moon.
I'm glad. Yes.
Yeah,
I like Cash.
Yeah.
My favorite guy at the moment.
Yeah. Cash is, I like Cash. Maya says, how do you feel about Harrison, Tony? And Tony's like, well, maybe he shouldn't have ruined my birthday.
Fair.
Like, this is what you get. This is what you get. So surprise, surprise, Harrison comes in with Lauren. Yeah. All is fair in love and Casa. We knew this one, we knew for sure.
Yeah.
He sees Tony with Cash. He's like, I'm happy for her. Yeah. Tony says she's not surprised. And then it's like my man gets his back up a little bit. Like, what do you mean you're not surprised?
Who? Harrison. Oh, why is Harrison such a child?
Like, when I tell you the levels of immaturity of that boy, like,
so she's saying, I'm not surprised that he's with somebody. And he's like, why are you not? Harrison, you didn't even take a day.
Well, as she said to him, it was like, if you were doing it here, you're gonna do it over there.
Precisely. Why should she not say?
Yeah, it was like for her to do anything else, she would be dumb. Like, it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that.
No, Will Smith said Tony coupled up with Mr. Bojangles to get at Harrison.
Will, at this point, you're just a troll.
Go.
I know you can't even believe half the stuff you're saying.
Just
bro.
go to the back of the class.
Yeah, you don't.
Just go.
Yeah. Curly Ann says Harrison is Destiny's childish.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Absolutely.
He
like
is
100%.
absolutely a part of that whole crew. Michael, Toby, he's all a part of Destiny's childish, definitely.
So, he kind of snaps back at her and he's like, well, what are you talking about? You've done the same. Yeah. And then even Harrison and Cash get into a little bit of a back and forth.
Oh,
because Harrison, guys, tell me that again, correct me if I'm wrong. Like Harrison just kind of fires her like, "You saying, bro? Like you got a good one there." Like just, I'm like, unnecessary. Because if I'm Cash,
just focus on your 10
You
heads.
don't need to talk to me.
No,
me and you, like when we get in the villa and if we want to chat, cool. But right now, you've got nothing to say to me, bro. And so Harrison thinking that he can fire 1-2 shots at Cash, and like Cash is obviously like, oh, you must have mistaken me for a chief. Do you know what I mean? And so he fires back and he's talking about like he says something about mature boundaries or this, that, and the other. But like he let it known like,
I'm not a chief.
You're not going to do that to me ever in any lifetime, in any multiverse.
Let's just remember you are Harry's son.
Yeah. Exactly.
Please.
Like Cash is like, my dad's not here. Yeah. My dad's not here. Yeah, I'm doing what I want. Next up is Hideaway Helena.
Yeah.
She talks about how her and Harry, when he left, they were in a good place. She said her and Harry will always find a way back to each other. That's because you can smell each other's dirty bits.
She really believes that, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does.
Dirty alley cat.
Naturally, she sticks with Harry. Harry comes back alone.
He left Rio behind.
Of course he did.
Fair.
Of course he did.
Fair. So she thinks he's done that for her.
Of course.
Oh, Helena.
And so at this point, there's no surprises with the recoupling.
Yeah.
Like, everything has happened the way that we believed it was going to happen. So they're both.
Did he even smile?
Yeah, like he was.
So he's trying to go on like, I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
No, it was they had a proper reunion. He's like, I'm buzzing,
wow.
sort of thing. And then it's she says how she explored a connection. He says he explored a connection, and he's like, I would have expected nothing less. So obviously,
birds of a feather.
Yeah. And obviously, we've seen from that Emma said is like Harry's definitely. If you're in a relationship with Harry, whether you know it or not, whether you like it or not, you're in an open relationship.
Yeah.
And I think this is probably why him and Helena are going to work, because he can go off and do his thing and he pretty much knows she's going to take him back.
Yeah.
And it's like, if they get on the outside and then all he has to do is establish this is how it works.
Yeah. She'll probably have it.
She'll have it.
Yeah.
So next up is Yaz GPT. She picks Jamie, very unsurprisingly, says some nice words. It's not felt a spark like this before, blah, blah, blah. Moving on. Connor comes back in with Emma. And just again, there's just a smirk on Connor's face where I'm just like, how much of this is for Harry?
It's just to piss him off.
Yeah.
He don't like the jib. He don't like him.
Yeah. And then Tony makes a comment where she's like, there is not enough dressing tables for all of these heels.
Yeah.
Because the boys are just coming back with girls.
Yeah.
They're just coming back with girls.
So the girls are just like, okay, so everybody recouples, yeah? Okay, cool.
And then we cut to Helena. Helena asks, and again, guys in the chat, tell me if I'm making this up, yeah? Helena asked Harry, is that your ex? He blanked her.
Like,
I might have missed it.
Up your mouth.
He blanked her and he just looked angry. And if Helena had 2 brain cells, she would work out that there's a problem. Like, there may be trouble ahead. But she's clueless. She's clueless. And so I don't even know how it happened.
Lazel said Will Smith said he was in a trance. Lazel said he didn't confirm or deny.
What I'm saying was, it was weird. Like, it was weird because he was like, isn't that your ex?
Shut up.
Like, it was so weird.
Oh Lord.
So Maya again.
Just be real, said Harry was glitching.
No, like, you hit the nail on the head. Like, man glitched out like properly. And then Maya obviously then does a little bit of stir in the spoon and she says something to Emma. It was like kind of like making out like if Harry was for her sort of thing. And basically she was like, Harry's actions in the villa are true to who he is as a person.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was it, because Harry fired back at her first. Harry fired at her first, basically saying, because they asked him if he's bothered about Emma. He's like, I wasn't bothered about her. Do you know what I mean? I just wish her all the well. But I've been hearing she's been talking dirt on my name. Yeah.
Well,
Emma,
she said it to your face.
Like, Emma,
bro, she literally gunned you to your face.
And Emma's like, you know, she pretty much stood on 10 toes and was just like, you're playing games in here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not, who you are in here is basically who you are on outside, but you're pretending like you're, do you know what I mean?
All right.
So essentially, if Helena had 2 brain cells, you would be like, the sister is telling me that this man is no good.
No, but she's also no good.
Yeah.
So she is literally like, well, this is what I want.
Yeah.
So leave us alone, basically.
And then Emily stands up to get ready to be reunited with the love of her life.
Tommy. My Tommy.
And you know, so Maya asks her about it, and she's, you know, the connection was strong.
The connection was strong, Maya.
Yeah.
It's just we just clicked. It's just so nice us being together. He's a lovely guy, he's loyal.
Perfect. But you know what was really horrible is, as she's talking, we cut to Harrison. He looks like he wants to laugh. Connor raises his eyebrows. Lauren looks at Harrison like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Like, why are you laughing?
Yeah. Harrison even smirks at one point. Yeah.
Don't Harrison like Emily?
I think that it's the awkwardness of like, they believe they know what's coming next.
Oh, okay. So it's like he's a child. Just something's gonna take place. Okay.
Like, and at one point, it's like the boys are wincing because she's like, she's
laying it on fit.
She's gushing.
He's a lovely boy.
Yeah.
Can show him to my mom. Yeah.
And so then Tommy comes back round the corner and he's on his own.
What the hell?
I'm lying.
I was gonna say, no, he took the piss out of Lucy. Like, you cannot have girl riding you and then you're just gonna leave her there.
Tommy, you know what, right? Tommy is the new villain. Because
she well like an African.
Her face, you know, like she did what I would call a Karen face. So she's just like like getting all uncomfortable and shit. But what was really effed up is, if I was Tommy, right?
Yeah.
All right, I've decided I like this Lucy chick. Fine, cool, innit? Yeah. But I'm not walking back in skinning all 32s.
Oh no. Like
looking like the cat that got the cream.
Oh god.
I'm coming in with some humility.
Yeah, like just humble, especially if you see her standing there, so you know, oh, she's a lovely girl. She waited for me. No, he's like,
Tommy is like, the way Tommy was smiling so hard, you would have think Emily done him dirty. And
I always said Tommy was an asshole.
Yeah.
He's literally assured.
Yeah. Like,
no, so he weren't even like, oh, you waited, like, sorry.
Yeah. No. So, and the thing is, Tony looked genuinely upset. A lot of the girls did, to be fair, but Tony,
I knew that they were, because they truly believed it's Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy is a loyal guy. He is going to come back for boring Emily. Yeah. No, but he can't come back in smiling. I thought he would have at least, even if you just put on the face.
Yeah, no, he didn't even try and just make it, you know what I mean? Just make it a little bit easier for her to swallow.
Even Michael looked a little bit sad when he let down.
Do you know
Amber.
what I mean? Yeah, like Michael came in looking a bit sheepish, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, this is awkward.
Yeah.
Tommy came in smiling, and I was like, bro, you are an everlasting bastard.
No, Tommy, you had this.
Yeah.
Tommy, you were gonna win.
Yeah, no, not anymore. Tommy's done, mate. Tommy is done out here on these streets.
I also love to hear it because he didn't deserve it anyway. I knew he was an asshole. Yeah, absolutely, you knew he was.
Yeah.
No, people are saying, Tommy was smiling like a Cheshire cat. That's horrible, though.
It was not nice. Like, I'm literally watching it, trying to understand. Like, I don't know why you're smiling so hard. Like, I understand that you like this girl,
Oh,
and you
no.
coming in just being humble doesn't take anything away from Lucy.
Yeah, no, because you like her.
Really and truly,
she's coming anyway, so you're set.
Really and truly, like, if she's half decent, she would respect you more for coming in with some humility.
Yeah, because then she'll know how you're going to treat her.
Nah.
Oh, wow. Nah. Did he get to do a speech, or did it cut off there?
And that's where it cut off.
Tommy. Yeah. Maybe he's going to bring it all back tomorrow. Like, he'll have some nice words to say.
I don't think he will. I've got absolutely no faith in Tommy whatsoever. But I'm just glad that now the rest of the country will be like, that Tommy's not a nice boy, is he?
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Dam said, leave Tommy alone.
Why?
Damn, if you're here to defend Tommy, you're gonna be fighting a lot.
Yeah, I mean, bring it on, innit? Like, I'm actually open for somebody to actually reason and be like, actually, this is why it was okay for Tommy to behave the way he did. I would like to hear the other side. The Funkiest Dinosaur says Tommy is still a favorite though. I don't think for long. Ava J says he's done out here. Yeah, I think he is.
He's got a.
Yeah.
You've got to be nice about these things, or it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Basically, like Amber won because of Michael.
Yeah.
Because of how Michael treated her is how Amber won. Because
this is the thing.
The week before, people weren't liking Amber at all. What? Please don't let Emily win. Please, no, guys.
If Emily's not dumped tomorrow, understand they will bring the way they will bring in a bombshell that you will even say God himself carved this person for Emily. Like, literally.
Oh, yeah. Please. I mean, wowza. Exactly. Yeah. Kamisha, I can't believe fans dumped Meghan over him.
Yeah.
And we always knew he was an asshole.
Yeah.
Always. He was just playing nice guy.
Dave Lunn says, Dave, welcome, Dave, because I don't think I've seen your name before. So
hopefully
welcome.
You've liked the video and you have subscribed to the channel.
Dave says, I like Tommy. I think he was nervous. Why can't he try a connection, or should he stay with Emily just to please everyone? No. Dave, nobody's saying that.
We absolutely didn't like him with Emily. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if Lucy likes him either. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think she's riding it out. She's like Andrada, where it was like objective one is to get into the villa. And I think she's played Tommy like a fiddle.
You may like him, but Tommy likes this girl. Yeah. So for that, it's like, cool, I understand. I think Emily was literally a convenience, but have humility because she is invested in him. Totally thought we are building something and I really like this guy. And to be pied twice is quite a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's got to have some. You can't come in smiling though when you know you've recoupled. I think at the very least you kind of got to come in with your head down when you know somebody you had a connection with somebody. You can't come in bouncing.
Sorry, Dan has come back. He was like, I am trying to be funny. All of them need to go. I was ready to hear it. I was ready to hear it. Yeah, I think the general consensus in the chat is also that pretty much Emily and Gio are gone tomorrow.
So they should be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah. I mean, and there's a lot of people in the villa right now. So really,
that is a hell of a lot.
People need to go. Yeah. Online says Fiat 500 always back English women with the same brother. It reminds them of themselves. Will Smith says his mates would high five him if he was with Meghan. His mum would be pleased with Emily. That's the difference. Yeah. 100%.
But he went for Lucy. I don't know. We don't actually know what Lucy's like. Let's see.
But I know she's going to play him like a fiddle. Lansdale says Tommy after Meghan said villain arc. Yeah, for real. Yeah.
There's 6 singles.
Is there? Who are the 6 singles? Please. Yeah, no, that probably sounds. List the singles, please. Suzanne says if you know someone will be hurt, it doesn't cost anything to dial it back a bit.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know, just head down, look a little concerned.
Yeah, just feel bad for a second.
I just had a brilliant connection. You know,
What does it matter?
You've only been gone for 3 days.
Yeah.
It's not that long for how long you have been coupled with her for over a week. And you've known her for a while.
Yeah.
Like, you know. And then you don't want to have flipping Harrison sniggering. Like, that would obviously... I wonder what Lauren's going to say.
Miss T says Connor will go back to her. That is a lie.
Connor didn't like her.
Yeah. I cannot see that happening. Cannot see that happening.
Nah.
No way. No way, no how. No way, no how. Waving Cat Designs in the building. Hello. How are you? Will Smith. Dave Lunn. I love listening to you both. I think you are great and will definitely subscribe. Thank you, Dave. We like having you here. Mary Rose. Mary, you sound like you're new. Sound new? Sound new to you, Mary Rose?
I think so.
Welcome, Mary. Feel free to click like. Feel free to subscribe. All are welcome. Mary said Tommy was like a Cheshire cat. It was horrible. It was horrible. I feel sorry. Well, at least there was some type of twist. Mary Rose is new. Yeah. Welcome, Mary.
Welcome. Dave Lunn as well. She's coming on her husband's name. So let us know what your name is so we can refer to you by your name.
Or I can call you Dave's wife. No, I'm joking.
Curly Ann says Connor and Emma to win. I don't know.
Really?
I don't want Connor to win. I don't like Connor. Just remembered that Connor is an arsehole.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm now wholesale backing as of today, could change tomorrow, Tony and Cash.
Yeah.
I want them to win.
Yeah. Do I? Yeah.
I want them above Shakira.
I want Cash to win.
I don't want Ty.
No.
So
Ty's snaky. Ty's
if Shakira moves on with somebody else, then I'm gonna go back to Shakira and whoever she's with, but not Shakira and Ty.
Look what Suzanne just said.
No, not two blokes. Suzanne!
I heard you shout that from the back of the class.
Yes. I think she ran forward. No!
Oh dear. Dave's Will Smith said to Dave, "There's no shame. Men are welcome in this space." Oh dear. Curly Ann doesn't want Tony to win.
I like Tony, but I like Cash.
I like Cash more.
Yeah.
I want the win for Cash more than I do Tony. Maya just says Cash is a joker. He might play Tony for the win.
Hang on, I saw somebody have a prediction. Where has it gone? Andrada. Who was it? I saw some prediction came up. That was it, Lenzel. Yeah. Cash going with Andrada. Watch this space.
Oi.
Let's see if that happens. Because I can't lie, I actually would like them as a couple.
I would like that.
And I would back them.
And I want to see Ben get pissed off.
For the gameplay of it all.
You know what?
Casas, I don't think we've had two Casa people just come and win. And I would actually truly appreciate that switch.
Do you know what I actually want though? I want Cash to move to Andrada. And then I want Ben to try and have up Cash.
Oh, to crash out.
And then I just know that Cash has got the double barrel shotgun.
Yeah, he's got the math.
I would love to see Ben get put in his place.
Lenzel, I hope you're right, because I actually would love that to take place.
Yeah.
That's what the season needs.
Yeah. Inner Greek says Cash is not interested in Tony. It is. It is. KW says, I want Bilicus and Boris to be in the final. No,
I do want them to be in the final. But let's see them together more.
You know what? I'll say it. I'm done with Bilicus.
What? Because you picked Boris?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm done with Bilicus.
I
am no longer interested in her journey. I wish her well. I wish her all the best. But in terms of her journey inside this villa, I no longer care for it.
Oh wow. No. I'm a fan.
Nah.
I don't mind them together. I want to see how it develops.
Nah.
Let's see. But there's more people now. And if Boris is who I think Boris is, Boris could play. So I don't know if Bilicus and Boris are going to grow into something else, because there's a lot of people in there now. So I don't know.
Like,
Ghislaine said she'll probably be dumped.
Who, Bilicus?
Yeah.
Well, I was literally just about to say, like, my thing is this. I can't help but feel like I have a feeling that Boris in some way, shape or form, either inside the villa or outside the villa at some point, is going to highly disrespect her. I don't want it to happen, but if it does happen, I will find this clip and I will play it.
Yeah, I don't have a... It could happen. Yeah. This is the thing. It could happen. It could happen. See, I'm not getting vibes of... There was a guy, I feel like his name was Brad, and he totally used Rachel, who now hates Love Island, black girl who had a dinosaur walk. He used her to get to the next stage. Yeah. Like, basically, he was almost... And then she was the bombshell, so she had to pick. And then as soon as he got, like, some footing, it's like he was off so quick. It was like, nah, you just used this girl.
Yeah.
And I don't want Boris to be that guy, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's that guy.
I think he is.
That's the thing. Guys in the chat, if you know who I'm talking about, was his name Brad? I feel like he was Brad. I hated him for so long for doing that to Rachel, because she just had such a shit time on Love Island. I don't know. I don't want that to be Bilicus' story, but this season is shaping up to be a nightmare for dark-skinned women. So, boy.
Lenzel Jr., please inform the chat on what particular brand of weed you are smoking. Lenzel says Ben will get back with Shakira and win the show.
Shakira hates him. Like, can Shakira make it any more clear that she don't like the guy?
Lenzel, hand on heart, if that happens, I will send you £50. And I'm a tight African.
Have you been around? Was Lenzel watching us when I had to give you the 20?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so we bet around here. So,
but I'm quite confident on that bet that no money is leaving my pocket. Yeah,
and you have to send us the £50 though if you lose.
Yeah. What we got? Nick Courtney. Lauren has no personality. Does anyone agree?
We ain't seen what Harrison has fallen for. No. I have no idea. No. Other than she's petite, has green eyes and brown hair, and tanned,
and
10 foreheads. Yeah. I don't know what he's. I don't know what he's gone for. I don't know.
We obviously, like, taking into account the edit, we haven't seen anything much of Lauren.
Not a
so now she's in the villa. Maybe we will get to see more of her personality, and I'm sure we will get an insight to what goes on inside her brain. What? I just no shame.
Oh god.
Jackie Ducey. That sounds like a new name.
Oh, Lenzel is up for the bet. It says, I promise if it doesn't happen, I will send the 50.
Guys, see it.
We got it on screen so that this video lives.
Some of you take a screenshot. Some of you take a screenshot. All right. Jackie Ducey.
Read Jackie's
if you are new, welcome. Giorgio knew Tommy was bringing back Lucy and was hoping that would leave Emma single, and he can now swoop in and save the day. She gets her gentleman and he gets his good, wholesome girl.
You think Giorgio
Emily
is into Emily? I mean, they're so dry. But I don't know if he could be.
Maybe
he could be. Maybe that is because he would know. Like, actually, so I don't need to take Yaz.
Yeah,
because Emily's free. I want to crack. I like that theory.
Yeah, interesting.
That's
yeah. KW has screenshotted. Well done, thank you. My address. Harrison chose peace. Lauren isn't constantly nagging and starting drama. That's a major improvement. Listen, my thing is this. Good luck to Harrison. Good luck to Lauren. If Harrison starts moving like Harrison has moved historically in the villa, Lauren, unless she's a doormat, will start moaning like Tony. It's simple.
It will happen.
It's simple.
Or Harrison is going to start watching Tony and be like, I think I like her, and sack off Lauren. He's just given me the spirit of Toby. And I think when he's around a girl, he's going to be into her. And then he's going to watch the other one that he kind of wants and be like, oh, no, actually, I think I like this. I just think he's going to be a flip-flopper.
We'll see. Raymond McCarthy says, give Ty a chance. No.
No.
Respectfully.
We get... Ty has a lot of... He needs to prove himself because there's something about him that is shady.
Yeah.
And he also looks like Harry.
I want good things for Shakira. The thing is, I want it to be in Ty, but he hasn't necessarily shown me that it's him.
He's been dodgy, man. He needed to be straight up.
Ava J says, y'all talking about Boris, but I guarantee you Meg is the type of chick to drop M-bombs on Dejon if she gets real mad.
Oh, yeah. But I think he would have it.
Bit kinky. Something like that.
I think Dejon is one of those. I literally think he brought... I think he is definitely one of those guys. And he will like her getting mad. He likes it.
Yeah. Suzanne said, and fair play to this, Harry's son said he liked being put in place by feisty women, though.
Yeah.
And this is why I can see him moving mad on Lauren.
Yeah.
Because she's... What we've seen of her, she's very quiet. I want one. She's very quiet and very docile.
Not docile.
She is.
How is she docile?
She is. This is awful. Sweet in my mouth. Go on, you talk.
I just put one in as well. Sorry, Krabs.
Okay, so Waving Cat Designs. Poor Bilicus. Doomed whichever way she goes. Dejon disrespected her. Martin can't kiss.
Did Martin kiss anyone else?
No.
This is not okay. You know what?
No.
I know we know that generally this place is an absolute humiliation ritual for black women, but Bilicus has had it bad.
Yeah. This didn't go the way she wanted.
Oh, absolutely. She came in like on fire.
Yeah. Will Smith said Giorgio humiliated Diaz. He did. Like,
why
you know what it is? I'm torn.
All of that
I'm torn because I'm like, if you're not feeling something, you're not feeling something, innit? But what I'm trying to understand is how it just happens like that. Because yes, people, we don't see everything all the time, everything that happens, but from what we've seen, it made no sense. Like, that happening so early on in the episode was a complete curveball. And there's no backstory, there's no nothing. Yeah, when Yaz comes out,
Yaz
we'll hear from
Yaz.
Yaz.
Paint like what happened in between, or was she absolutely blindsided as well? What I don't like is the lipsing up of a girl to them just be like, I'm not really feeling it. Why would you lipsing me?
Yeah, it's like, how long do you need to lips her to then realize
I'm not feeling it? Or how many times? I didn't think he was an asshole.
And it's like they were like Betty and Bench in there.
That's no. It's out of order.
Gampill's in the building. Welcome, Gampill. Giorgio is into any girl that wants him. He knew the CASA girls were just using him for a spot.
Yeah, I think maybe that's what he was feeling.
Yeah.
Something just being used. Fair. That could do it. Because I kind of think she was just trying to get in, to be fair.
I think so. Maybe I couldn't see it.
I think Yaz was absolutely like, let me get into the main. Yeah. And Giorgio was a good... He could have seen, because you never know, like, who she spoke to and then landed on him.
Yeah.
Like, I just need it to be explained from both of them. I want to hear what happened.
Sibster Jim Jam says, it's funny how Harry and Dejon came loyal and the golden boy Tommy failed the test.
They set him up.
Set himself up.
He did.
Idiot.
But they encouraged all and Harrison. Who do you like more? Who do you like more? Yeah.
KW says, I feel for Yaz because she could have flirted with someone else, but he made her feel like he was bringing her back and she didn't want to fumble the bag. I would have thumped him. Do you know what? It's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you really cornered this woman.
For days.
You pissed and marked your territory.
Then to be like, no, I'm not taking it. No, it's out of order what he's done.
Do you know what? I know once we hear from her, she's going to cuss.
I hope she does. I hope
because
she
handled it very classy.
Yeah.
She was like, thank you, and they hugged it out.
I hope she doesn't carry that on. I hope she actually does really be like, he wasted my time. I mean, the only other person I think she could have cracked on with, maybe Ben, threw her hat in that ring.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anybody else. Maybe she could have tried Harry. I don't know. But he wasted her time.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Carol Anderson. You sound new. Welcome, Carol, if you are new. Carol says, desperate or what? Cash smiling at the camera after Tony told him how she felt. He ain't interested. Guaranteed entry into the villa. That awkward kiss from Martin to Bilicus, the kiss alone was a fail. Yes, to the last part. So as I'm watching it, I'm typing as well, innit? So I missed that. Did anybody else see Martin look at the camera? Not Martin. Cash look at the camera when he kissed Tony, because that was news to me.
I don't know. We got to see Cash more. I'm not sure, but I am feeling a sincerity in, or even if he switches and is like, I want to chat to this person, I just think he's gonna do it with like classy. I don't think he's gonna move mad like Harrison. So I don't know, but I have a vibe for him and Tony, but I don't know, because I thought Boris and Tony may be a thing. So who knows? Yeah, who knows?
Sipster says Dejon needs to pattern up his CV. 1, close off Meg. 2, propose to Meg. 3, win the money. Yeah. Lansdale says Cash was like, I got this at the fire pit before recoupling. Yeah, I mean, he went in there, he done the work. Suzanne, he probably felt her Adam's apple. When will it end? Why am I now feeling sorry for Tony? Oh, my life. KW says, I truly feel that Cash isn't really into Tony like that.
Yeah.
You know what? Even if he isn't, I like how he's come in and just maneuvered himself.
Yeah, because he's done it well when he's got in.
Yeah.
Like, so,
that's fine.
I just think he's going to be a good Islander.
Yeah.
So I'm glad he made it in, to be fair. Yeah. I don't even know if Yaz was going to be a good Islander, but she has melanin, so I wanted her to get in. Just to add a little something, and it's a shame that Gio didn't. So now Gio is a pumplex. He's on the bad list as well.
Judy B says, I'm not buying it with Cash.
No.
There's another one not feeling Cash. Will Smith says, who's Mr. Bojangles? Who's he referred to, Mr. Bojangles?
He's calling Cash Mr. Bojangles.
Unnecessary.
I don't know why you're even calling him Mr. Bojangles. Like, explain why Cash has ended up with the Bojangles name.
Mr. Bojangles is fake. Nana has a weakness for sweet boys. She's always taken in by them. Is this true?
Because I will support Ollie. I swear from Ollie, he has said that generally if there's a sweet boy somewhere, I'm going to back it for them.
I never really understood the hate towards Ollie, Never understood it. Like, genuinely, like, when I saw their thing play out, I was like, this is a good guy. This is a good dude.
And I don't see anything wrong with Cash either. Maybe, I don't think they're necessarily always sweet boys. There could be a rogue element to somebody's personality that I will generally be like, let's give him a chance. If they're a guy, I don't know. But yeah. He's not particularly a sweet boy though. Like, honestly. He's just got waves.
Yeah. Montalia. That's a new name. It's a lovely name.
I think so. That is a lovely name.
Welcome to the family. If you're here, please like and subscribe. But Montalia says, why don't you have the same energy for Cash as Boris? You said you don't like Boris for the exact reason you feel what Cash is doing. I'm not gonna lie, it's past midnight and my brain's not working. So
no, why don't you like Boris?
I don't like Boris because I feel like he's going to disrespect Bilicus.
Okay. Oh, I think I understand.
Go on, explain it to me.
Because then everybody else is saying that Cash is probably going to
fair play
disrespect Tony.
Look, I think this is the thing, if we're being honest as well. Like, this is how human beings move, in it. Like, you like who you like, innit?
Yeah.
And so, rightly or wrongly, you kind of accept certain behaviors from some people because you give them a blie, and you don't necessarily accept the same behaviors from other people because you don't have it like that with them. I like Cash. I like the fact that the way he came in and just kind of dismissed Harrison and just kind of gave Tony a new lease of life, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Now, people can argue that Boris has done exactly the same thing, and I will say that that is fair. But what I'm saying is, my spirit na take to him, yeah, and I feel like he's got a little bag of crease in him, and I could be wrong.
No,
but I reckon I'm right.
I think it's fair.
Yeah,
I actually like that you were looking out for a black woman. I quite like that. I think more of that. So I'm not mad at it. I like that you are looking out for Bilicus and you want better for her. I like that.
You like that, yeah?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good night tonight. My address says Cash is about screen time and the villa. You're probably right, but like I said, I'm here. But
he's also good entertainment. Can't lie, man. Come on, we don't have too many good personalities coming in there.
Curly Ann says Boris surprised me. He looks so stern but comes across sweet. That's how they get you.
You know, Will Smith is ridiculous.
Go on, what he said now?
He said, so Cash, and he's not gonna write his name, so he's just undersigned, is called Mr. Bojangles after the song that's about a guy who dances in the street for change.
No.
You're actually utterly ridiculous. No. Like, what type of shit is this?
Lanzel says, Bilicus, do not go to Slovenia. Listen.
No, for real.
Ever.
Like, he can travel to you, chick.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't need to go missing.
Lanzel said, did you see Cash and Dejon say bless to each other at the fire pit? I missed that. But
okay. I like that. I like that.
Maya just said agreed. Now Cash is good entertainment. He is. Mary Rose says Boris is mysterious and sweet. I like him.
Sweet isn't something I'd add to Boris, but
some people like that tug life. Ava J says, in fact, everyone this year has really dry personalities. Pretty much.
Yeah,
I think that's also why I like Cash, is because he's come in just a little bit more like
he added something.
Yeah,
he added something very quickly. Tony and Shakira, when they are together, I think they have actually made me laugh with shit that they've said to each other. Like, I think they're fun.
Yeah.
Dejon and Harry, early days, I thought they may have that kind of double act, but then they just turned annoying.
Yeah, they just
really fast. So there hasn't been that spark or something. Actually, it's not the greatest. That's why a lot of them can go. Let's see what Boris brings. Let's see what Lucy is about. Lauren, I don't know, but let's see what the others and some of the OGs can go.
Kiki Newton says Boris knows that y'all love and eat up the swirl angle.
I think he's playing on that, definitely. I don't know, but I haven't been on the Reddit streets. I don't know if Bilicus and Boris are getting that love that Catherine and Scott. So let's see. If anybody knows, is that happening? Is Boris getting that Scott flipping army? And they love that sometimes.
Will Smith said, what is entertaining about Mr. Bojangles and his rubbish dancing? And he pulled the worst looking woman in the villa like he was trying to get his leave to remain. Oh, shit.
You still think that Tony is the worst looking girl?
No, I feel like I can agree with Will on that.
What? So at this moment, Tony's...
Name me a
Lauren and her 10 head. Come on now. come on, guys.
You know what?
You can't say that Tony isn't prettier than Lauren.
I think there's actually something wrong with Harrison. Because he picked both of these girls.
Yeah. Thank you, KW.
I think they're on a par. No, it's a lie. Because if I had to choose
said Tony is worse, looks and personality.
Yeah, I don't. What if so? If I had to pick Tony
or Lauren? Nah, come on.
Nah, I'm picking Tony. I'm gonna pick Tony and then go to the toilet.
Thank you, Ava. No way. Tony isn't even the least pretty.
Yeah. I would pick Tony over Lauren. I wouldn't feel good about myself, but I would pick her. Red's English.
What did Suzanne say? Tony looks like Sarah Jessica Parker with balls. I see what you're saying about Sarah Jessica Parker, but I think I Be Chillin' has it correct. She is Blossom. And when she had that hat on, I was literally like, oh my God, that is Blossom.
Wow. Kiki Newton said Tony is a Midwest 5 and a California 2. Can we just
exactly what you're saying?
It was so concise.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you imagine reading that though if you're Tony? I would laugh because it's so good. I would be like, all right, it's a fair cop cuss. But it's out of order, Kiki.
Certain cussings, when they're good like that, you just gotta be like, yeah.
No, that's feisty as hell.
Yeah.
But so good.
Suzanne, Curly Ann asked Suzanne, I need to know what Tony did to you. Suzanne said, I just think she's quite manly in her ways, talking and walking in those wedges. Yeah, I get it. She is. She is. You're not wrong.
I know, Inagi, she's not wrong though. Know, but it's just.
Tony, Waving Cat Design says Tony's face is very animated, whereas Lauren has a less expressive face. I think Lauren has probably a bucket full of Botox in her forehead.
Thank you, Candice. All this about Tony's looks when Helena is right there. Yeah. Thank you, Candice.
And I'm picking Tony every single time.
Like, imagine people are putting Tony at the bottom of the house. No. Tony does
and you know what? And the thing is as well, vibes. Tony's got personality. Like
she's funny.
She can be moany. She can be annoying. She can be a little bit too feisty at times. But there is no scenario on anything where I'm picking Helena over her.
Yeah, come on.
Nah.
Helena or Tony? It's Tony every time. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Let's not do this.
Yeah. No way.
Let's not do this.
Anyone see how Harrison has Botox before he went in the villa?
Wait, he's 22 years old.
What the hell would a 22-year-old need Botox for?
I have no idea.
That's wild.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy. But yeah, so that was the recoupling.
Oh, Sandeep is asking, are you two married?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
She is my wife. I am her husband. We have been together for 25 years.
What the hell? Harrison, there was a video where Harrison had Botox in his cheeks.
Yeah, I've written Harrison off before. I've totally written him off now.
Harrison is ridiculous.
What? Curly Ann.
What?
Helena reminds me of BoJack Horseman, the cartoon. I don't think you'll know it.
No, can you?
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
I don't know this. I see it.
Yeah.
Go on, show everybody else. It's not fair. Maybe other people that don't know BoJack Horseman. Go on, let's see.
Yeah.
Do you guys know this character?
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying.
I see it. I see it. I see it. Oh dear, oh dear.
God.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Kellyanne says it's the constant laughing.
Yeah.
She's such a weirdo.
Damn said, what is your background? I don't know. My background, where I'm from, or my background. Sorry. We're both Ghanaian.
Yes.
Yeah. Lady M says 20-year-olds get Botox early and claim it will slow down aging. Good luck with that, is what I say.
I don't think it works like that, to be fair, but okay. Because they ain't looking like they're slowing down aging, that's for sure.
No, this is better. So
who's added another one?
Who just sorry, the chat's gone, but somebody said that all over socials they're saying that Helena looks like Sid from Ice Age, and I am inclined to agree. It's the half face. It's the half face.
People are so bad.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I think this is it. This
Will Smith says Tony looks like Bojack, more like Bojack than Helena does. Yeah. You guys are wicked people.
Yeah. Online says I thought Nee was Caribbean. If I had £1 for every time I heard that,
you'd have £5.
You're such a cheat. You're actually an idiot. You're so stupid. Yeah. Oh dear, what else have I missed? Divine Olubakin.
Well, KW thought that you was Caribbean too.
Yeah.
What did you guys think that? Oh, maybe you wouldn't know that Nee is a Ghanaian name, or maybe they think that you're one of those that changed your name because you got with an African girl.
I actually can't with you today. Divine says, do you think the person in a couple with Ben will tell Meg how Dejon was like in CASA AMOR? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Andrada, if not tomorrow, by the following episode, she would have sat down to Meg and told her, like, her mouth will be like okra, like just
straight up. Yeah, because she knows that is a brilliant scene.
Yeah.
Most definitely. But or even Lucy. Lucy also strikes me like she could be a chatter and is gonna start talking. Like, yeah. Meg's gonna know. Meg's gonna know, and she's gonna fly off the handle, and then he's gonna be like, it was the final one. Like, let's be closed off. Like, he's gonna try and do all of that. And then he's gonna be outed again, movie night. Then maybe this is how Meg's gonna win it. Maybe she's gonna do a liberty and she's gonna sack it off, and then everyone's gonna be like, hooray for Meg, and then they'll bring in a guy for Meg, and then she's gonna win.
Please no.
I hope not.
Where was we? KW said my dad's Jamaican and Nee looks like a couple of my uncles, so I just presumed. maybe there's some ancestry that I don't know about. Sibster says, I think Andrada wants to Clark Dejon. I think you would be correct.
She's on it a bit.
Yeah. She is.
Yeah.
But she's on it. But because she has seen how he moves, she's like, I'm also not an idiot.
Yeah.
You will not make a dickhead out of me. I'm not Melisha.
And that is fair. Oh.
That wasn't nice.
No.
I didn't mean it, Melisha.
That was unnecessary.
I didn't mean it. Will Smith says Dejon is innocent. He was loyal and faithful. You keep telling yourself that, brother. Candice Osborne Cans says it'll be I'm coming to you as a friend.
Yeah. Please let that be her opening line.
Yes, Candice, that is exactly right. I'm coming to you as a friend, sister to sister, woman to woman. That's what it's gonna be.
Meg, can we go for a chat?
Yeah.
I can't wait. Please, Andrada, do this.
Sandeep says, can we all vote for Bilicus and Boris to win, please? Why?
If they get there, I would.
Why?
Because it's Boris and he loves to kiss a Billy.
Boris said, if you don't vote, I know where your family is.
Kill you.
Boris.
Somebody in the group said Bojo, and it just made me laugh so much. I was literally done.
Yeah. Simpson said Ben is too low IQ for Andrada. I think that's absolutely true. Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah.
There's nobody for Ben. Like literally,
But I told you, Ben should have been out of that place from long ago. From when he was, his mouth was just loose. He should have been gone. Ava J said we're family, and she's got the Jamaican flag and the Ghanaian flag. So we are welcome to the family.
Yeah.
Lady M says Melisha gets a mention every episode. She has to.
Yeah.
She has to. She deserves it because they done her dirty. They done her dirty. I will not have it. I will not have it.
Online says Ghanaians are very good people, man. Some of the best people you can meet in life, for real.
So I've been told.
It's the truth. Everybody loves a Ghanaian.
Everybody loves a Ghanaian. Where's the t-shirt? You've been saying that for 10 years now.
I literally leave it on hashtags all the time when there's somebody that's posted that. It's just the truth. If you get in a cab and they ask where you're from, you say Ghana. They have my neighbor works with a Ghanaian, blah, 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 and it's a good story. I do want to hear from a Nigerian though. Do they do the same when you guys get asked where you're from?
Can you imagine? Do you know what? The next time I get in an Uber and that happens, I'm going to be like, I'm Nigerian.
And see what they say.
See what happens.
I don't want to get vexed, so I haven't tried it myself. I just want a Nigerian to tell me.
I will do it, and then at the end, cuss them out. Just get out of the cab. Lanzel Jr. says Ben and Shakira getting back together. Oh, this thing keeps jumping, man.
Oh, you going back?
Ben and Shakira getting back together. Laugh out loud. Lady M says they kept Ben for the mix-up. Yeah. Divine says, yes, I agree. Why won't Dejon close things off? Because he still wants to play. It's as simple as that. Lady M says they did do Melisha dirty. I really liked her. They absolutely did. Dam says Ben is a big fool and needs to go.
He does.
Lady M says I do like Ghanaian peeps. We like you too, Lady M. Ava J says Lanzel Jr. It's just not happening. Man's on a leash, a self-imposed leash. Suzanne says, how about Midlanders? I missed that one. KW says my friend, who is not Ghanaian, goes to Ghana every year because she said it's beautiful and the people are beautiful.
Oh, yeah, that's lovely.
That is nice. Sibsa says, what is Shakira's issue with Dejon and Meg? She wanted D to come with a gal.
They just don't trust him.
Yeah.
And also, Shakira knows that Dejon was backing Helena and actively didn't want his bestie to be with her. So she has no love lost for Dejon. It's mutual, isn't it? You're like, you don't need to be with that girl. She liked Harry. So, yeah. And she don't like Meg. And Meg don't like her.
Candice Osborne said that he needs to close it off before movie night.
He does.
I don't think it'll make a difference, to be honest with you.
It will just give her a little bit more like he's serious. No. But I still think she is going to release him and become a favorite, which is going to piss me off if that's how it goes down. But I think eventually Meg is going to be like, I cannot be taken for an idiot like this.
On movie night, the producers are going to do Dejon so dirty, his head is going to be spinning.
If they don't, it's an absolute fix of a fix.
Yeah.
If they don't. If they don't show all the times that Dejon has literally been like, oh, you're trouble, you are. Like, a whole compilation is a fix.
Yeah.
And they want them to win.
What we got? Reds English says my brother is Jamaican and immigrated to Ghana and lives there for 40 years and loves it. Amazing.
I would love to have a house in Jamaica and a house in Ghana and just go back and forth.
That would be nice.
That would be a lovely life.
Make it happen.
Yeah. You guys can help.
Charlene Otori says, I need movie night to be in 3D for them. Give them the cinema glasses so that they can see it up close. Yeah, they're gonna feel it. Yeah, Inner Greek says a compilation of him. Do you know what?
I just need to see it all of the girls, back to back, and then even if they showed when he comes back to Meg and chiefs her up, and it's just kind of like that's not how it went. They're lying. He's lying.
Will Smith said there is nothing to see at movie night. Just him telling various women he's open to get to know them. No snogs outside challenges. Nothing. He's innocent. And the thing is, it's exactly what Dejon is going to say.
I feel like Will was writing Dejon's script for him. And Will, you have an affinity for losers all the time. You're always backing the loser.
My just said it's so sad to see Dejon slandered so much for just flirting and enjoying himself.
My address.
What a shame.
An affinity for losers as well. This is not good. Simpson says, does Dejon's bus case? No. We want him out.
Yeah. But anyway, it is late.
Oh, I love it. It gets to midnight and Lady M is like, I need to sleep.
Do you know what the thing is? I'm not even lying. I saw Lady M's thing say night, and then I looked at the time and I was like, yes.
And she stayed with us for 25 minutes longer. Yeah. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you
so much.
Staying up so late with us.
Before we go, tomorrow night, your auntie and uncle are going out.
Yeah.
We are going to party. So we're not doing a show tomorrow night.
No.
But we will do it Friday morning.
I was saying afternoon.
What time?
Like 12.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we won't be around tomorrow evening because we will be out, and I think we'll just be back. We'll probably be back around now, and that nobody's starting a live at 12:30. So we will do Thursday's show Friday afternoon at 12, and then obviously we will be back then again Friday evening for Friday's show.
Yes. So Friday there'll be two lives. But afternoon one will cover Thursday's show.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be back. So please, guys, if you're at work or whatever, just put us on.
Pop in the headphones.
Like, have your lunch break at 12 and let's have a live all together going over Thursday nights. Mm-hmm. So that will finish off the recoupling, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll see the fallout as well.
Now it gets juicy.
Yes.
So, yes. Right.
Oh, bless you. And happy birthday to KW.
Happy birthday, KW. Birthday. Amazing. And we will see you all on Friday.
Yeah. Oh, actually, just quickly, you guys have been phenomenal with actually subscribing.
Yeah.
And I think it was about 40 that came through because we got over 100 now from our 2,000 target. So we're not far off 50 a day. Please, guys, if you are in the chat now, please subscribe.
We've had about 15 or so subs during this. So that's amazing.
Like, oh, look at that. Just that's 35 amazing. More, and then we've hit target. So, please subscribe. Phenomenal content coming up as well. We will see you Friday afternoon.
Take care, guys. Good night.
Bye.